Sucking dick and cock, sucking dick and cock. Yeah, good morning, New Hell City. Suck dick and cock, suck dick and cock. I'm happy I'm finally interviewing an adult so I can talk about things like sucking dick and cock. But welcome to New Hell City. Well, welcome to Good Morning New Hell City. Also, welcome to New Hell City. But y'all have already been here, so y'all know what the fucking motherfucking tea is, bitch. It's the world's, the universe's, the planet's most popular podcast. And haters could never. So today is a Tuesday, isn't it? That's my British. Thank you. And we're going to start with announcements. Do we have any announcements? I don't think we do. There's a new section of He Is Here, the final Cryptidverse story. The absolute final CV is underway right now. So if you have not been in a CV, now is the time to get into it. And if you'd like to be in a CV again, you absolutely should get in on it because it's the last time it's ever going to happen, I think. Okay, Fire's British voice is 8 out of 10. Okay, I'll take that. I don't mind 8. You know what I mean? What's the weather? It's fall, but it's hot because it's hell. Oh, spooky season. Oh, happy Halloween. Yes, bitch. Oh, here's a rich thing I bought. I am buying a Steam Deck. I didn't buy a Steam Deck yet, but I'm buying a Steam Deck and it's gonna happen. So get ready for that, sluts. What else are we doing? Oh, bitch, I'm hungry. I'm always eating on the podcast. Always, always, always. Not doing it this time. I can't believe it. Why am I not fucking eating? Why am I not stuffing my hole with a fucking burger? I don't know why. It's so good. But I did have Starbucks earlier. Is that good? I don't know. Game corner. What game am I playing? Well, I am going to be playing I'm playing on stream, excuse me. Been playing on stream Immortality, which is really good, really creepy. From the makers of Her Story. It's very good. FMV, very creepy, weird. So hop on the stream. I'm going to be streaming that tonight. So get on in there when you're ready. And then I'll be streaming Plague Tale Requiem, the sequel to Plague Tale. So hopefully getting the platinum for that. I'll be putting that on stream hopefully this week. Weave Corner. I just watched Vampires in the Garden. It's a Netflix anime about, which I'm so tired of this fucking plot. It's humans versus vampires. Vampires are, in the a second-class citizens. It's just an allegory for racism. I'm so tired of anime. Anime loves to do there are those others that are really powerful and we hate them and they're disgusting. And then we find out, hey, they're not so different from us. And it's tired. Anime, Japan, it's tired. Enough of it. Human corner, I don't know. Humans are weird. Kanye's crazy. It's a whole thing. Let's get to the reason why we're here. I've flown all the way to Portugal to come to the bar. Well, that's not true. That's not exactly true. We're actually having this interview in New Hell City. And there's a bar in New Hell City. Don't know what it's called, but Nick runs it. And so sometimes I like to go and chat with the bartender. So please give a good New Hell City welcome to the bartender of New Hell City, Alcoholic Nick.
Hello.
How enthusiastic. You sound so excited to be here, Nick.
I am. I'm under the weather.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Uh-huh. Well, why don't you pretend you're not under the weather? How about that, Nick? How about that?
It's been a long time. It's been a long day.
Fair. I don't care. Hi.
Uh,
How are you today?
I'm actually fine. I had a lot of work, and on top of that, I had the mandatory military service. So, a lot of stuff
Mandatory
today.
military service? Are you in the military?
No, technically, I'm in reserve now, thankfully.
Is that kind of hot? I'm kind of into that.
Please don't.
Do you get to wear a uniform?
They did the mandatory health checks and like the push-up test and the fucking you know it. Like military stuff,
This
you
is
know?
like porn to me. This is great. I need to go to Portugal. Clearly, I want to join the
You
military.
do, you do.
When I join the military,
It's a
I'm gonna.
great country, like best country in Europe. Like don't even consider Italy. Like no.
I'm actually doing. I think I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna be doing in a month or so before the Hellies, hopefully a Europe trip because it's very cheap to fly there right now.
Yes.
I don't know why. Can you talk?
It's
Okay,
always cheap. Like everything here is cheap.
it is okay. So here's what's really weird. It is very expensive to fly anywhere else in the country. We'll get to the interview, but first, every to fly to Mexico is more than $1,000 round trip. To fly to anywhere in South America, it's 1,500 round trip. To fly to Portugal right now is $300 round trip. 300. That is. It takes it here for folks who aren't familiar with that. It takes me $500 to fly to California round trip, maybe 600. So
I
I am going further and doing something cooler for less money.
see
I'm going.
the cheapest European country next to Greece.
And this is never going to happen again. The prices here, oh yeah, and I'm going to be going everywhere. Greece, Portugal, Italy, hopefully Ireland. Apparently for some reason Scotland is $2,000 to fly round trip. I don't know why Scotland is so big. I guess Glasgow's a big place to go. I don't know. But yes, bitch, I'm coming. CUMING. Um, so Nick, it's your second
Yes,
interview.
it is my second
Uh,
interview.
this question is always the same. What is your favorite part about New Hill City?
You
In
know,
general,
I don't specifically remember what I said the first time, but
people
my
always say the
opinion
same thing.
still
But go ahead.
stands. My opinion still stands. I really like New Hill City for the community,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Always the same. It's never for Fire Demon. I don't know why. What's your favorite channel?
Uh, I think that kind of changed now.
Oh,
Because previously I think I said Best Circle of Hell, but now I've been taking a lot of time reading everything in the lobby and like Seven Sins, more of the RP stuff. Instead of participating, I've been reading it.
okay, fair enough. So what are you saying is your favorite channel officially?
I'll say the lobby for
Okay,
the amount of tomfoolery that goes around there.
I'll take that. I'll take that. What is the biggest difference between you this year and you last year?
Oh, last year was like not a great year, at least for me. But this year, I think I'm a lot more happy
That's good.
with everything that's going around.
Good. It's because you're sitting in front of me, obviously. Who is your best friend here? And if you don't say me and only me, I will ban you. Still.
I'm pretty sure last time I said Taco.
Fuck Taka. You know what? We don't have fucking time for Taka anymore. You know, fuck. You know what? The new fuck Dio is fuck Taka. Fuck
No,
Taka. Okay.
I'll say you. I'll say you.
Thank you. Do I look? You know, that's what I need to do. I just need to bully every guest into saying me. That's what I'm gonna do. Do I look pretty today?
Of course.
Easy. What does your new Hell City apartment look like, and what changes have you made? So you joined in 20,
2020.
2020. So you've been here for
Yes.
2 years. So your apartment has grown a little bit, but you, spoiler alert, you have not won any
Yeah.
Hellies. So
Yeah. No trophies.
everyone knows that
But
your apartment grows exponentially when you get a Helly.
it like the budget is not the best right now, but my room still stinks of alcohol.
That's fair. Have you built a bar yet? Don't have Helly
Not
money. Yeah,
yet. Not yet. It's quite expensive to build a bar.
yeah,
So,
that's true. That's very true. Let's talk about the cryptids. Is there any way to stop them?
no.
Oh,
It's a unstoppable force, and we are not an immovable object.
that's fair. That's fair. All right, we know we got to talk about my favorite topic. What's my favorite topic? You ask. perhaps.
What is your favorite topic, Fire?
The Hellies. Obviously, we're talking about your Hellies.
What, the non-existent ones?
Oh, oh, Nick. Oh, Nick. Oh, Nick. Um, so, first and foremost, um, so do you remember how was the 20, did you attend the 2020 Hellies?
I did.
Oh,
I got nominated for two things that year, and I got robbed of my best memories
oh yeah, yeah,
because I
definitely
joined
robbed.
I joined in December, and I had
Oh,
less than 2 weeks
yikes,
to
yikes, yikes. We got
to
to
make
change
an
the rules.
impression good enough for him. But I think you nominated me for one of my Destiny 2 screenshots.
I did. I remember that screenshot well, actually. So wowzers. We're going to get into.
Wowzers.
Wow, that's a great. That's your American accent. We're going to get into your 2021 Heli nominations. Do you remember how many there were? I'm going to find out in a second.
I'm pretty sure it was more than 10.
Oh, more than 10? Yeah, you.
No. I think it was actually 8. 8. I think I got 8 nominations
Okay, well you were wrong.
in
It was
2021.
12.
12.
You had
Oh.
12 nominations. Um, and we're going to get into
What
them.
was I nominated for?
Oh, you're about to find
To
out.
have 12.
You're about to find out. So your first nomination. Oh, and this is going to be my favorite part because we get to figure out what placement you got. Um, wait,
Oof.
wait. So before we start, Void is asking, wait, what was the fastest heli win? And what do you mean by that? What is the fastest heli win? Fastest heli win.
Like, you get nominated for it like 1 week before the Hellies and you get nominated. Or
Is that what you mean? You
you
think?
won. I think that's what
Okay.
that's what
Okay.
they mean.
I think the fastest heli win. So I believe in 2021. No, 2020. Maddie, not the one you're thinking of, not Soph, but Maddie is a Helene who came in. She's still here. For like 2 seconds, and posted a ragdoll picture from Call of Duty, and it was like right before the Hellies started, and won best comedic screenshot for Canada. So that's I
Wasn't
think
that? Oh, no. Pardon. That
it's
was
like a
2020.
it's like a ragdoll shot of like someone's crotch, and
I remember a photo. I think it was Pepper that posted it, like a screenshot for it won best comedic screenshot.
yes, Pepper did the heckin' bird sitting on a doing a heckin' someone doing a heckin' sit or something. I don't know. It's called something like that. Um, and Pepper did win in 2021. So um, yes. So your first nomination was for your sushi. Now this is interesting because this is the first year that we had two sushis um, nominated against each other. You and Lucy Buns both had
Yeah.
sushi.
Me and my brother like got into sushi like super deep. Like we bought a bunch of shit to make sushi, and we spent like I don't know 2 months like making sushi every week. And now my brother is actually taking a course on it.
Oh really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, so you did not win. So wait, let me tell you who you were nominated against. You were nominated against pig pork buns, pizza pies, pizza, hand pies, cupcake flowers, funny face cookies, more pizza, Swedish meatballs, more cupcakes, which are pansexual, cookie brownies, and sushi. You ended up
Were
losing to,
the like the flower cupcakes that one?
yeah, flour cupcakes for that year.
Mm.
That was from Sammy. So you lost to Consistently Depressed, who had the sweet cream blintz, our first sweets to win. And what placement do you think you got in the Hellies? And for a second question, do you think you got more votes than the other sushi maker, Lucy Buns?
I do not think so. I do not think so.
You don't think you got more votes than the other sushi?
No, because my photography skills are not the best, and this does not look that appetizing.
So where did you think you placed out of there's 71 voters? It's one of the biggest categories that we vote in.
Penultimate.
Um, and there are 13 nominees. Where do you think you've landed?
Second to last.
You actually got last.
See, I told you.
How dare? How dare? That's sushi. Sushi's very hard to make. I feel like that's an injustice. Sushi's very
It's
hard
not
to
that
make.
hard. Like it's all about technique.
I'm really trying to
Once
help.
you nail it, it's pretty.
Trying to help you out here, Nick. Jesus. Like it's not that hard. I definitely deserve last place.
Yes.
Oh God, y'all. Oh goodness. So, did you expect to win that one?
Not at all.
Really? Okay.
I told you this once before. I do not expect to win any Hellies.
Okay. Well, this one I really had hopes for you on this one. Your next nomination was for best scenic screenshot for something called Splicer's Dream from Destiny 2.
Okay, that's an exception because I really like that one.
Yes, yes, I thought that was good. So, let me tell you, you were nominated against screenshots from Sea of Thieves, Final Fantasy XIV, Minecraft, New Pokemon Snap, Genshin Impact, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Rust, American Truck Sim, Original Destiny, Witcher 3, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, Ghost Recon Wildlands, and Animal Crossing. You ended up losing to Sergeant Pepper, who is the only member to win Best Scenic and Best Comedic in the same year. Pepper really fucking popped
God
off
damn.
last year, and it's frustrating. Fucking Pepper. Um, she won with
Yes, I
show.
got fourth place.
You think you got fourth place? Okay, she said, "Show me that." It's
Yeah.
from Show Me That Horizon from Sea of Thieves. Um, you think you got fourth place?
Yes.
Um, let me see. Oh, Void said Pepper's on a different level. It seems. You got. Let me see. One, two, um, three,
Yeah.
four,
Oh, I got
five.
last place again, didn't I?
You did not get last place. You got sixth place. Sixth place.
Okay, I can live with it.
So 68 voters. That was 14 nominees. Not bad. Do you think you should have?
God damn,
I
that
guess
was a good screenshot.
I shouldn't even ask if you should have won because you'll always say no. Um, okay. So you're over 12 now. You were also nominated for Streamer of the Year.
Oh, that I don't remember. I bet
I
it's
I
you.
don't I don't remember I don't remember
I'm
which
pretty
stream
sure
either.
it's you.
Um, you were nominated.
I streamed once. I streamed
Oh, you
once.
streamed
Fire
once.
it. Someone nominated.
You were nominated against this is a big one. So this is from Big Sig, Torn Uniform, Kyo Serpent Wave, Beeler, Nezero, Third, Big Phil, who's a famous voice actor, Copper, Lucy Buns, Fire Demon 2021, Leah, and Ethereal Curse. You end up losing to Big Sig. We all did, and it's very frustrating. Um, do you think you got any votes?
No. I think I got last place
You did not get
by
last place, and you got two
zero.
votes.
I got 2 votes from
You
who?
beat Luke third, and you beat Kyo Serpent Wave and Torn Uniform. Those are pretty big streamers too. So that was
What the
good.
fuck? I streamed once for it. Like I posted an ad once, and I streamed. I think I was doing a Destiny 2 raid, and I posted my Twitch on the channel, and I think I got like 2 people watching me tops, and,
Well,
and
Void
I
says
and
quality
someone
quantity.
nominated me, and I bet it's you, and I bet it's you.
I don't know
I
what you're
bet it
talking about.
was you
I don't know what
that
you're talking about.
nominated.
So let's get into something that was you really popped off this year and was your role play stuff. So you were
Was
nominated.
it this year?
That was last year. That was 2021.
Oh,
So it's weird because you were nominated for a role that was it's kind of nominated for both years because this one bled into 2022. So you were nominated for Augustus Carlson from For So Deep Is Our Love. So you had a folder. So there were the CVs. Everyone knows the CVs, of course. They're legendary. Um, so was Augustus the one you wanted to win? I don't remember who was in your folder.
I think Augustus was the most creative character I came up with.
Yeah, I imagine Paul was probably in there.
Paul was in. The weird thing about Paul is that's more traumatic than anything.
Void says I would like to declare 2021 the year of RP. It actually was the year of RP. It really, really
It
was.
was the year of
It's
RP.
definitely
Like
a year
it
of
popped
RP.
off.
Yeah, it really
It
did.
popped off.
So you're happy that Augustus won from your folder?
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty
He
good
stood the
thing.
best chance. Okay. So you were nominated against Liam Woodsman from The Outbreak, played by Ray, Dave Lister from Night of Living Roleplay, played by Dio, Oliver Foster from The
That
Seven
was such a
Sins.
fun RP.
Oh, Night of Living Roleplay, that was a good one.
It was great.
Clovis Suve, played by Jax, Kitty Starfire from Circles, played by Kitten, Killian from Seven Sins, played by Ara, Samson Carlson, your brother, played by Silver Luna Wolf, very well played by Silver Luna Wolf. Honestly,
And,
I
and
would just like to say that like very underrated performance. I would like everyone to go check out Fortress of Divas Our Love because Silver Luna Wolf really she killed it.
that was
That
great.
was a great one. Eleanor Ticeland from Seven Sins. Messi from The Vines, played by Swift. Dennis Ferguson, played by Noob from The Fergusons. Akane Beku from New Horizons, played by Light Renoa. Shiko Saru, your friend from The Vines, played by Leah. Kaibush from Seven Sins, played by Fire Demon 2021. Wish that hadn't one from my folder, but it's fine. Lee Zhang from Knee, played by Shadow. Wesley Hewlett from Night of Living Roleplay, played by Soph. Elena Chapman from The Fox, played by Zozo. Millie, played by Vel from KW Dracket Gauge. Isidore Immortel from Enemy of the State, played by Nalam. Miami Vargas from
Yes.
Mysterica, played by Down by Six.
Yeah, enemy of the state was such a.
Enemy of the State was so wild. I loved that one.
Oh my God.
Ivan Maravilla from Knee, played by Void. Hey, Void.
The Void.
Marin Crescendo from Truth or Tale, played by Kiara. And Red Like Roses / Alex from Circles, played by Princess
Oh
Zoe.
yes.
So first of all, tell us about Augustus. How did you come up with him? How did you? And while you're thinking about that one, tell them quickly the synopsis of Force Deepers Our Love while you're thinking about that. So Force Deepers Our Love is the 10th CV. It is the earliest one. It's set in the, I believe, the 17th or 16th century. And it was about two families, or one family who had sort of had to run from scandal. The dad got murdered. And so the mom is trying to essentially sell off the girls to marriage. And she finds this family of boys from Norway who she wants to meet in the new world so she can marry them off and start a family. Or start families and all that good stuff because they're well
Standard
off.
stuff. Yeah.
And so Nick's character, Augustus, was from The Boys, the Carlsons, and he had a very,
Sins.
very interesting story arc. So how'd you come up with Augustus?
So being the youngest, I thought about it like because everyone was basing their characters around Jesse's character.
Yes, basically, yeah.
So Jesse just walked so we could run.
Fair enough.
And we basically copied like the backstory and played around with it. And I was having way too much fun creating a lot of drama. So I thought, why not? Why not make him run away from help? And why not, on top of that, make him like be a captain of the ship? Why not? Why not do that?
Yes. So,
So
yeah, go ahead.
he faked his own death. It was a whole thing.
That was so good. Yeah. So Augustus faked his own death. His family thought he was dead, and at their father's funeral, Augustus comes bursting into the room.
No, at Augustus' funeral. At Augustus'
Oh fuck!
funeral.
It was at Augustus' funeral. Yes, and it ended up killing his father. That's what happened. Yes. So Augustus' funeral, he like popped into his own funeral. Oh, I love that scene. That's so iconic. And yeah, that was so good.
God, I wish I hadn't like gotten cold feet.
Gosh. Yeah, Augustus ended up not making it.
No, Augustus not only did it not make it, like I did not play him.
To be fair, Fortune Deepers Our Love went
And you
on.
cannot deny that. You cannot deny that.
Oh, it went on.
And
It
then we
went
did
on.
not.
It went on a while. I got a few DMs being like, "When is this going to be over?" And I was like, "Fair enough, fair enough." It was a
No,
little.
I,
It
I
was a
I
little epic.
actually should have paid more attention to it. So it could have been a way better character.
How could it? How
But
did Augustus die? Did he just get? Oh, he got. He tried to transform and it didn't work.
yeah, you got it. Like we got a little bit of exposition at the end, but
Yes.
it was going nowhere, and he ended up like consuming itself.
Oh yes, that was very sad.
Do you remember the big ass coincidence that everyone had blue eye
Oh
got
yeah.
transformed?
Oh yes. So the big. So for those who don't know, if you haven't read the CV, I'm going to spoil something unless you don't want to. In three, two, one. So the big twist of For So Deep Is Our Love is it turns out that the Carlsons and the Majors are actually siblings. So, which is weird because some of them have had intimate relations together, which actually wouldn't have been that weird back in the day, but um, they are direct
Okay, we're not
siblings.
we're not gonna talk about that.
Oh my god, the way that everyone was so mad at me when I told them that twist. Swift was so mad because like her and fucking Jesse, who she's actually dating, were like playing, husband and wife, and I was like, "Oh yeah, your brother and sister." She was like, "No, no."
Fucking hell. That was so funny.
So fucked. And so yes, the weird fucking coincidence that I cannot believe happened is that everyone's pit crew pictures, everyone had the same eyes, which I did not
For some
plan.
reason, we did not plan this.
No
We
one
did not
planned
plan this
it.
at all.
I could not believe it. Everyone had the same eye color. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was like Kismet. It just like everything came together. It made so much sense. Oh my god, that was amazing. That was so good. So good.
A
The
big coincidence ended up making it.
the big finale of Force Duty Bizarre Love is one of the most weird, disgusting. Well, disgusting is strong because the Ferguson.
Disgusting, yes. Graphic, yes.
Yeah, very graphic, very disgusting, very weird. Like a lot of fluids. It gets so wild at the end there. Anyway, so best roleplay character. You ended up losing to Dio. Dio has never lost best roleplay character. Um,
Like it's deserved.
good for Dio. Dave Lister is a great character. Great character. Um,
It's deserved.
you were also nominated one, two, three, four, 5 times for best roleplay cast. You were nominated as a part of the Vines, the Fox, Knee, Circles, and Force of Divas Are Love. So I have questions for you. A,
Yeah.
which of those nominated cast is your favorite?
The Fox.
The Fox. Oh, okay, okay.
The Fox was the one I had the most fun with,
A Fox. Yeah,
sincerely.
it's a very fun one.
And knee, no knee. Oh my god, knee. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Just the cast, not just the story, but the cast.
Just the cast. There's just knee is pretty cool. I'll say knee. Actually,
Okay.
I'll change my mind.
What did Knee was heck and a half. Knee was fun. Knee was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Which do you think had the most votes? Which of the casts that you were involved in had the most votes?
Circles.
That you were you in Circles? Oh, you were in
I
Circles.
was in
That's right. Yeah,
Circles.
that's right. Yes, Circles was the highest nominated cast. That's right. They got second place. And then Force You Deep As Our Love got third place. So good job.
Third place. Wait, who got second place?
I'm sorry. Force You Deep As Our Love got no. Circles got second place. Circles got second place. Seven Sins won.
Oh, 7 cents. Yeah.
Dating Game and Force You Deep As Our Love tied for third place.
Dating game.
Yeah, Dating Game. Yeah,
Dating game. Damn.
that was a good one. That's actually, I mean, if
That was interesting.
if you want a quick, the Dating Game is very easy to read. It's the quickest CV.
Yes.
It's very good. However, this is kind of a spoiler. You kind of have to read it alongside the Fox, but that's a long story.
It doesn't make that much sense if you don't
Yeah, that's true.
like connect them.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so so Circles. Um, when did you? At one point, did your character die in the circles? In circles, were you early?
No, it was after. It was the round where we had to eat.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's
It was
right.
the third one, I believe.
Yeah. Oh God, I
The
love
third
circles.
round, we had to eat, and three people lost fire. Three people.
Oh, circles. Circles is so. I might read
I
circles
hate
again.
you.
It is
I
so
hate you.
good. Do you think that your character would have? How do you think it would have like fared near the end? Because eventually everyone started turning on each other. Um,
Yes, that was my plan from the beginning. To turn everyone against themselves.
oh my gosh, it was so. Oh, it was so good. So
It
so
was
so
it was
good.
so distracting.
It was so good.
But I got fed a giant ass spider.
Oh 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 oh.
Yeah, you wrote that
I
shit.
know, I know, I know, and I'm still grossed out by it. Oh gosh.
You wrote that.
Ugh,
Remember
gross.
that you wrote that.
Ugh, unfair. All right. Moving out of the roleplay section, you were also nominated
Yes.
for Best Unedited Photography Piece. And
My thumb. Yes.
is that your thumb? Is that what it is?
Yes,
Let
that
me
was my thumb.
see. Yep, Untitled. You were one
It,
of
it
two
was a
people.
photo of the beach. It was my like the last job I had. Think, yeah, there we go. Well, the last job I had was working at that beach bar, and I was taking a photo, and half the screen is covered by my thumb.
Jeez. Um, Let me see. Do you think that you ended up losing to Noob? Um, we had
Yeah,
Jax,
yeah,
Abby, Lee. Yeah, Noob is pretty good.
Noob and photography. My guy, photography,
Yeah,
that shit hit.
he's very good. He's very good. Um, how many votes do you think you got on your photography piece? Where do you think you landed?
One.
Okay, let's move on. Good job. So
I got zero.
maybe. Anyway, so you were also nominated for best quote
It's okay.
for
Best quote.
Snack Party. The best quote was our most populated category with 52 nominees.
Yeah, it's full of shit.
Full of shit. Let me find Snack Party. Yes, here it is.
God, I
You're
love best quote.
you're
It's such a shit
It's
show.
always just to make fun of me. That's what always wins. All you should do is make fun of me. Um, so
Famous eating crunchy fried bugs.
why did
You
you
know that
say if I had to pick between being famous for eating crunchy fried bugs, I'd have a snack party? What was the context?
the context to this is really far out there. But I'm pretty sure it was someone said like, "Oh, I would not like to be famous," and someone switched the conversation to like, "Have you ever eaten bugs?" And I think I mixed the two.
God. Since there are
But
52, go ahead.
like the first time I read it, like I remember Dio was the one that nominated this. And at first I had no fucking clue why they did that. But now that I read it out loud, it makes even less sense.
Yeah, and as we go through history, it's going to make less and less sense. Since there's 52 votes, I won't ask you to tell you where you place, but how many votes do you think you got on this brilliant quote?
Zero.
You got one. You got one vote. Was it you? Did you vote for yourself?
No,
Of course not. Of course not.
I never vote for myself.
Your last nomination is for Best Level Up for the MGS.
MGS.
Not much to explain here. You just
It's just MGS.
it's just Metal Gear Solid, I guess. Let's see where you place. There were 24 nominees and 52 voters. How many votes do you think you got, or what placement do you got?
Zero.
You got one, putting you in last place. But good job, buddy.
Again.
Well, maybe it's last place. Is the last place if you don't get in? I don't know. Wow, Nick, you really crashed and burned last Hellies, didn't you? Jesus.
I love. That's why I told you I never expect to win one
Gee whiz. So your high,
because I get nominated for the most random shit.
the highest you got was for best scenic screenshot. I think that's the highest you ranked.
You
Oh no,
know,
no, no,
I
that's not
did
true. Best roleplay cast. That counts.
roleplay cast. Oh yeah.
Yeah, second place. You got second place. There we go. Good job.
Oh, not yes, because I joined Seven Sins this year. Yeah.
There you go. So now we're gonna talk about. So you got it with 0. Good
Yes.
job. We're gonna talk about your helis this year. Let's see how many you're nominated for. Do you know?
Two.
Let's see. Um,
I think I didn't get nominated this year.
let me
I'm
see.
pretty sure I didn't. Oh
Okay,
no, I got nominated for best cast. Yeah,
let me
best
see.
RP cast
Let's find
for
out. Let's
Seven
find out if you're
Sins.
true.
For
Holic.
Seven Sins. Oh no, for the other character, for the other CV character.
Let me see. Oh, you're nominated for 9?
9?
Let me see. Let me see.
No.
I thought it was like 2.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
it's
it's
9.
like two.
Okay. No, it's 9. Okay, so your first nomination is for best scenic screenshot. Let's take it over to 2022. Best scenic screenshot. Um, for
Destiny 2 again?
for Destiny 2 again.
Yes.
Let me find it. Oh shit, where are you? Oh, there it is. Dawning.
I do not exist. I am a ghost.
This is called Dawning Spirit.
Oh, I remember that one. What was it the big ass? Yeah, the tree for the Christmas event.
Is that what this is from? Okay. I know nothing about Destiny 2.
That's the Christmas event. I actually turned off my HUD and went offline so I wouldn't get any players.
Okay. Good job, I think. This is a beautiful
I
one.
specifically remember that for some reason.
So you were nominated against some juggernauts. You got Spider Monkey, Minnie, Koala, Pancake, Nalum, Captain, Pepper, who's won twice so far, Devin, Shy, Ender, Down by 6, Ollie, I don't know if they're still here, Fire Demon 2021, Flips Hair, Felix, and Nep Spartan. Do you think you're going to win Best Scenic Screenshot? Do you think you can do it?
Not at all.
This is a pretty one. This is a step up.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because the first time I actually thought I'd get like a good score with the Splice's Dream,
I mean,
the last one.
this is beautiful. I think this is beautiful. Um, so okay, wait a
I
second.
mean, I'm pretty sure there's better ones.
Of course you think so. So this is one. I'll be okay. This one you might win. I'm not even kidding. Best NHC tabletop cast for The Haunting.
For the haunting.
Do you think
Yeah,
you could
that was
win?
fun.
I mean, we did really well.
That was really fun.
So we're up against the Yarzan Job. No one remembers that. Chaos Gremlin Crew. Oh, that's a pretty good one, actually.
Yes.
Damn it. Justice and Change, which won last year. Echoes of the Past. A Cult of Wizardry Law Enforcement. The Unsleeping City. Guild of Gladiators, and Grave Encounters. I don't know. I think we stand a chance. I mean, unless people have like what's it called? Newness bias or whatever it's called. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we have a
Because
chance.
I'm pretty sure no one knows about the haunting.
I don't. We'll see. We'll see. Oh hi, they're coming for me. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Do you think we can do it? Void's like
I
the
mean,
haunting.
I'd like to believe.
Yes. Oh
I'd
my
like to
gosh.
believe, but you know, it's better to be disappointed than believe you're gonna get something.
Get into the haunting. It's so good. Get that D&D. I don't know if
Haunting is nice. Like
let me see if Void
it's
has
a
the
really good
D&D.
experience.
Does Void have the D&D thing? I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, so
I think since the D&D is so far down, most people don't go that far.
true. They don't go that far down into New Hell City. Um, So if you don't think the haunting, what do you think is our biggest competition? What
Biggest,
cast?
I mean, Justice in Chains, obviously, but
Yes.
Chaos Gremlin,
Yeah,
for
Chaos
sure.
Gremlin is a good one.
Chaos Gremlin. It was the
Okay.
newest one. I think I was checking
The
that out.
newest one is actually, I think our biggest competition is Unsleeping City, but I think the newest
Yeah,
one is Grave Encounters, which is from Concat.
Raven.
Um,
What, Echoes of the Past, did it get nominated?
Eggs of the Past did get nominated. Yes, yes,
I was
that
looking
could win.
into that.
That could win. You're also nominated for best roleplay cast for Seven Sins.
Of
Um,
course, yeah, I was
do you
expecting
think
that.
that it is going to be the streak is going to be broken? Seven Sins has never won, never lost best cast. They're up
I know.
against
That's exactly why I'm hopeful.
oh my god! So you're up against Fresh Beginnings, City of Curses, Arunia Academy of the Arcane, Rain City
I mean,
News, Star
that's
Glitcher, River Kingdom. He is here, the final cryptid verse story, which is going to have the
yes,
biggest
that was the
cast.
one.
That's going to be the Juggernaut. Um, oh wait, you're in that one too. I'm sorry. Why aren't you in that one too? Hang on.
I got nominated for the Gardner.
Yes, absolutely. Hang on.
I didn't actually get nominated for Best Cast.
Rude. So you have 10 nominations. So he is here, the final cryptiverse story, Grimm's Realm and House in the Forest. Between Seven Sins and the final cryptiverse story, which do you think is going to get the most votes?
The most votes. Uh, God damn. Because like Seven Sins is infamous,
Mm-hmm.
but Final Cryptid here is also like a big ass movement.
Huge cast. Huge cast.
Huge cast,
Yeah.
huge broad net,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
It's almost like I
mo
planned it this way.
almost like you planned it this. It's been running for about a year now.
Listen. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna fess up. I'm gonna fess up here. Part of the reason I built He Is Here the way that I did is because now everyone can join and it's an easy way to get a heli. I'm going to get, hopefully, a ton of people a heli. It's genius. Anyway,
I didn't think you would want to share the spotlight that much.
fair. I mean, generally fair. Generally fair. But listen, if I can get a bunch of new folks some helis, this is the way to do it. Just saying.
Yeah, this is it's gonna motivate them,
There
you
you
know.
go.
To
Yes.
motivate them
There you go.
to keep participating.
That's right. That's right.
Actually, that's a genius move.
I'm telling you. Thank you. Thank you. I am
Genius.
in marketing. So yes. Also, by the way, the latest final cryptoverse story file is going to be very very bloody. So you should check that out. For once, fire shedding your cellies. Wow, it might snow in hell today. What do you think stands the greatest chance of winning overall? So, all out of all of the cast. So, Void says it could be City of Curses winning best cast.
City of Curses, yes. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't read City of Curses,
City of Curses was weird
but
because it when it hit like crazy. So the thing about City of Curses is that, and y'all don't know this, is that when Shadow pitched City of Curses to me in the mods, I told Shadow that it wasn't going to be successful because Shadow sort of like didn't have a plan for it and was like sort of had like a one sentence synopsis and like said I don't
mm,
know to a lot of the questions, and I was sort of like, Shadow, you have to clean this up, it's there's nothing here. I mean, it's not nothing here, but it was like there's not a whole lot here to sort of dig into. And and as you know, when they pitch our piece to us, we can't say no. We just have to give like suggestions about like how we can make it better. And and to Shadow's credit, Shadow came in there and it like made a huge splash.
I mean,
Um,
because Shadow had a huge influence.
yes,
It still has.
and there's something
Like in the RP
to
section.
yeah, there's something to like yeah, voice and making up stuff as you go. Yeah, there's something to like giving people sort of a sandbox to run around in. So I mean, people probably appreciate that, but then I don't know, it just like fizzled out, and then he archived it. was surprised. But if Shadow wins best roleplay story, Shadow will be the only minor to win a best roleplay story, the youngest person ever.
Youngest. He's what? They're what?
So there you go. Think about
17?
it. Shadow is 17. Yes. Shadow's also, I found out this year, Shadow's also the first Hispanic American ever to win a Heli. But anyway,
First what?
First Hispanic American ever to win a Heli.
Wait, Taka didn't win the Heli?
Taka's never won a Heli. No. Could do this year.
Wait.
Possibly could this year. Injustice, says Sayori.
Yes, Injustice.
Hey, Sayori. You were also nominated for. Oh yes, you're nominated for best roleplay character. You have 2 in your folder. You have the gardener from He Is Here, the Final Cryptoverse story, and Eloy. Did I say that right? Eloy?
Yes.
From Seven Sins. Now, tell us about both of these characters.
Did he get nominated separately?
Yeah.
What?
Have you been here before? Have you been to New Hell City before? Welcome to New Hell City, Nick. I'm Fire Demon. Nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you.
I'm honestly surprised because I haven't touched that carrot for like 3 months.
So, which do you think should win, and which do you want to win? Wait, which do you? No, the questions are which from your folder do you think will win, and which do you think should win / do you want to win from your folder?
I mean, the gardener was like a throw out character, but it served this purpose. I think it's a great character on its own.
I think, yeah.
I'm gonna say the gardener.
I think the gardener was so good, and it's stuff like this that makes me wish that we could divide it into. But I don't know how we would do this. But I almost wish we could divide the Heli characters into main and supporting casts. But I don't. I mean, there's no way in our RP. There's no way to really delineate who's supporting and who is main. Although, actually, I think we kind of could. Now that I think about
that's a logistical nightmare, Fire.
That's actually not a bad idea.
But that's a logistical nightmare.
The
mod team is already busy enough.
That is true. I mean, someone write this down that I had this idea. Anyway, I'm always trying to make new Helis. I'm really always trying to make new Helis. But right now, secondary becomes a primary character. Yeah, that's true. It happens. But then they
you start off as a supporting character, and then it moves on, and somehow the focus gets shifted to your character, and now you're no longer a supporting character.
Yeah, I think we can't do it, which is probably
not to take credit off of your idea.
Fair enough. It's funny because the folders are very huge for this category, but there's only 12 nominees this year, which is half of last year. So yes, you're up against Swift, who is of course already filled up her folder. Surprise, surprise to no one. Yeah, there's Swift down by 6. We have Dio. We have Shadow. We have Soph, Void, Vel, Shy, Fire Demon 2021, Kitten, and Felix, our new member Felix, who played Alice Dawson very well. Anyway, so you think you're gonna win?
Yeah, Felix.
You gonna win? You gonna win best roleplay character?
No.
You gonna break Dio's streak? Who do you think could win? Do you think Dio's streak is gonna be broken this year?
Swift.
You think it's gonna be Swift this time? You think it's finally gonna be Swift?
Yes.
Oh shit!
I'm pretty sure it's Swift.
You know, if Swift wins best roleplay character, she's going to burst into tears. You know that, right?
I know, because that's like her life.
This, I think, this is going to be the Helis that she is going to lose her mind, because she might win Writer of the Year, she might win best roleplay character, and she just might spend the entire Helis in tears. She better. I need the ratings.
Didn't she win
She won Best New Member
Best
last
new
year,
member.
yes, and she
Yes,
gave an
best new.
iconic speech where she was crying. It was very Halle Berry. It was very much.
Very dramatic, but very like
I'm gonna post.
memorable.
I'm gonna post the GIF. Um, it is very much. Oh, not that GIF. It was very much this. If you're in the chat, Swift gave one of these speeches. It was very good. Um,
It was great.
it was very, very good. One of my favorite Helly moments
It
of
was
all
good.
time. Um,
Didn't like Dio win like 8 Hellies?
Dio won 10 last year.
10, yeah,
Yeah, 10.
10.
Dio currently has the record for most Hellies won in a single.
That was
And
God
what's wild is Dio's really iconic in this way. So Dio joined in 2020,
yeah.
got 8 nominations the first year, 10 the second year, and has in 2 years has the most Hellies out of anyone else in the community. And Dio also has the most career nominations at 97. It's kind of wild. Kind of wild. But things could change this year. You're also nominated for Best Unedited Photography Piece, which I will post right now. And you're going to tell us all about it. Do you remember what it's called? Do you remember it? Do you remember it? Do you remember it? You actually titled it this year. Wow.
I did.
You did. You certainly did.
What?
It's Bordalo 2.
Which one was it? Oh, I am. That's such a great picture, actually. 'Cause that's iconic.
Tell us about it.
That's an iconic street artist in all of Portugal,
Oh, cool.
and he's more like a. Do you know the other guy that keeps painting murals and no one knows who he is?
Banksy. Yeah, Banksy.
Yeah, Banksy. The only difference is they actually caught this one.
Oh, really? Oh, funny.
They actually know who he is, but I think he embraced it after a while and actually showed his face. But he builds these sculptures and walls and murals and things out of trash that he finds around the city.
Wow. Oh, shit.
Bordalo II, yes, is the name of the artist.
Oh, that's why it's called Bordalo II. Got it.
Bordalo II, and he did this in the iconic city that Bordalo actually lived in. So it's great. Because I went to school there, it was such a ride, and I was walking to the train station, and I found it. Like someday it just popped up, and took a picture of it, and I posted.
So, do you think you could? Should I even ask? Do you think you could win this one? This is a good one.
Do I really need to answer you?
Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. Fair enough. I tried. I really tried. You were also nominated for Best Quote twice. So you got a couple. So
You're saying I got nominated for a bunch of shit I don't remember.
So your first one's called "Don't Say That" with Swift Cut Lassie.
Oh, can that be nominated for best?
It can and did. So tell us the story behind Sally. She has a pulse. George, don't say that. What's that about?
That was about your character
What?
in the haunting. That was about your character in the haunting.
Oh, right. Oh, gosh.
Where she was laid out, drugged out of her mind in the bathroom, and Sally went to check on her. I was behind. George was behind. And she checked. Swift just says, but she has a pulse.
God. Do we all?
For some reason, what came out of my mouth was, "Oh, don't say that."
Did we all die at the end of the haunting? I forgot what happened at the end.
No one burned it to the ground.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Good stuff.
I died. George died. Who else? Keith, I think, died as well.
Y'all, the haunting was so good. I need y'all to vote for it. It is so good. Kitten.
Oh my god, I hate it so much.
It was so
Those dice
brutal.
rolls, my
The
guys.
worst. The worst. You're also nominated for Professional Canadian, where you said that's why
As a
snowblowers.
professional,
As a professional
I
Canadian,
was
snow was too
a
much
kid.
snow to kitten.
Kid. As a
How much?
professional Canadian, I was no, it's too much.
Did you ever get an answer?
I I don't remember getting it,
Yeah.
but I remember everyone laughing. Well, I was in training. Oh my god,
Yes, you were in training back then. Yes, that's right.
I
Um,
was in training.
your next and penultimate, um, look at that orange legend. Your next and penultimate nomination was for best quote. I mean, sorry, best level up for the prayer.
Oh yeah, God, I
What
love that gift so much.
is that from Free or whatever the fuck that? What's the goddamn?
No, it's from Haikyuu.
Oh yeah, it's a sports anime, right?
It's funny because if you ask someone, like, because I played volleyball for a long time, and that's an anime about volleyball.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. I
I
see.
played volleyball for a long time, and when that anime came out, a lot of people started joining the volleyball club.
Very
It
good.
was so good.
Your final nomination was for your time as a mod. You're nominated for Mod of the Year.
Mother here, yeah.
how
I'm
did
not gonna win that.
how did you enjoy being a mod or not enjoy being a mod?
I actually enjoyed it very much, but unfortunately, as you could see, I was absent for most of the year.
That is true. That is
Like I
fair.
did not interact because, well, fucking universities, and because it's my second year of university,
So
it's way more complicated. Because on the first year, we didn't have that much responsibility for taking care of the first years. Because I don't know if you know how university
you know
works
I
in
don't do
Portugal.
school. I don't even know how it works in America. I was a whore.
Yes, but it's really different because the second years and the third years really have to take care of the first years.
Hmm.
Like I'm talking pay stuff for them. I'm
Gross.
talking like take them everywhere. Do not let them go alone and shit. So I've been way too busy.
Peach, but a different D. Gross. I hate it. So
You know
now,
what happened last week?
gross. Um, s-
I'm not going to elaborate.
I hate talking about school. So, who do you think is going to win Mod of the Year? So your choices are Nalum, Spider Monkey, Aragorn, Dio, Sage, Princess Zoe, Down by Six, Consistently Depressed, Soph, and Sayori. Who are you voting for?
I mean, they're in this. They're listening to this. So,
You heard it. You heard it here first, Sayori. It's gonna be
but
Sayori.
you know, that's a little bit biased on my part.
Well,
It's my descendant.
okay, fair enough. Fair enough. And those are all your
It's my
nominations.
descendant, and we both speak the same language.
Great.
I'm not
Um,
afraid to admit my biases.
some new heli questions for you. What heli did you lose that you wish you hadn't out of your entire career of the helis? What did you lose
It
that
was
you wish you?
actually one that I did not get nominated for.
What year? What nomination? What category?
This year, no, I didn't win this year, but it was last year. I wish I got nominated for. Fuck was it? Actually, forget it. I wish I had won the fucking Splicer's Dream
Best scenic
Cinema
screenshot.
Screenshot.
Fucking
Yeah.
Pepper taking helis from you. She doesn't need
Taking
any.
the this from
She's like 11.
sorry.
Um, how many do you think you'll win this year?
You're right. You actually think I'll win?
I think you will win one this year.
No, no.
You have two that are very strong contenders, at least.
Well, that's best cast.
Those count. Why do you always do that? Every time I'm like, best cast, like, well, that doesn't count. It's like, well, yes, it does.
No, that specifically doesn't count to me because they're the ones doing the heavy lifting, not me.
It's a group effort.
It's not a group effort. They're
So,
literally carrying me.
how many do you think you will win? Give me a number.
If you make it count, I'll say one.
Okay. If you win, Nick, you'll be the first Portuguese member ever to win a heli. Just saying.
That's a
Lots riding on
really
this.
big plus.
A lot
That's
is
a real
riding on
big.
this.
Actually, I think there's two other. No, there's another Portuguese member here. I never seen them speak, but I always look at them because they're usually right below my name. But they're not here now. Yeah, that's such a shame.
There you go.
I wish they would interact more.
Well, I'm gonna just tag Portugal because why not?
Tag Portugal, yes. See
Who
them come out.
who do you think? Saying it right here, right now. Who do you think will win Best New Member? Do you need some names? Do you need names, or do you know who the new members are? There's.
I'll say.
Oh, okay.
I'll say Saudi
So you think you've said on this podcast that is critically acclaimed,
yes.
that Sayori will win Best Mod and Best New Member.
And best new member.
That would be record breaking. That would have never happened before.
If you actually come to Portugal, that's 2 drinks on me. I'll be able. I'm taking that risk.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Taking
All
that
righty
risk.
then. Next question for you before we get to a couple more before we get to your fan questions. Are you a New Hell City legend? And what do you think makes a New Hell City legend?
I'm not a New Hell City legend because I'm pretty much more like Nathan. I appear once in a blue moon. And what makes a New Hell City legend is like legacy, of course, legacy. Like
Okay.
we're talking about Dio, for example. Dio, 7-6. Do I speak? Do I need to speak more?
Who else are New Hell City legends?
You, of course, Ara is a New Hell City. Nolan is a New Hell City legend.
Yeah, that's true. These are true.
Copper is a New Hell City legend, like for sure. Swift is a New Hell City legend. Taka, in my opinion, is a New Hell City legend.
And are there any New Hell City legends in the making?
In the making, God. I mean, Pepper is also a New Hell City legend.
Yeah, she is.
Biscuit might be a New Hell City legend.
Biscuit's coming. Okay, Biscuit's coming up. All right.
Biscuit might be a New Hell City legend. Who else? I mean, Silver Luna Wolf, also, in my opinion, a New Hell City legend.
Okay, all right. Any on the come up? Anyone else like going to be iconic?
I'm sorry I'm saying this, but Void, you are up and coming.
Void is okay, all right.
In my list, it's up and coming.
Interesting. Void, I see it.
Ray and Jax.
Yeah.
Both legends.
Yeah. I feel like Sayori might be on the come up. I feel like Sayori might be coming up on a.
Sayori might be on the come up. I mean, if Sayori wins both Mod of the Year and Best New Member, that's automatic.
That would be so wild. So why Best New Member? I mean, why the two things that could happen in Best Mod that would be iconic is no one has won Best New Member and Best Mod in the same year, and no one has won Best Junior Mod and Best Mod. No one has both of those trophies. So if Soph wins, they will make history because they have a junior mod, and now a senior mod heli. But if Sayori wins, she'll have best new member. But it's just a lot of legends possibly in making. Anyway, what are your goals for New Hell City this year?
This year, like
Yes,
the 2 months left,
the rest of the year, the rest of the 2 months of the year.
the 2 months left. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna fall into a deep, deep ghost state and not interact at all with people. But my goal, I mean, I'm gonna watch everything basically
Okay, all right,
all the time.
good to know.
I am always watching.
Always watching. We love to see it.
Always watching.
All right, well now we're gonna get into your fan questions. Ask away, folks. We will once we hit 20, we will move on, or if we just hit a lull, we'll move on too. But keep going. So yes, Siri asked best drink to order, since you are a
Next
bartender.
drink to it. Are you talking like the the one I think is the best drink for someone to order?
Yeah,
A shot.
a shot.
I
Okay.
love I love when people ask for shots because they're quick. The glass is not like like I love shot glasses. Like you can stack them all up on each other. It's really compact, it's really convenient, really easy to clean, and a shot is a shot. Like you take a shot, you don't have to walk around with the little tiny cups and shit. I love shots.
Okay. Sayori asks something you never did but love trying. Would love trying.
Skydiving. Skydiving.
Okay. All right. Minnie asks, is fire winning a heli? I already
Yes.
answered it. Fair enough. Okay.
Yes.
Easy. More questions, folks. He's zipping through these. He is zipping through these like they're the rapid fire. So,
Like the rapid fire. Hey, you actually didn't do the rapid fire.
because that comes next. That happens next.
Oh, that comes next. I thought it was.
It's the last thing we do. Sayori asks, craziest bar story you've lived through. Ooh, I like that question.
Oh God, that's a long
That's a
one.
good one.
That's a really long one. So I had someone ask for a divorce at the bar.
Oh my god.
It was super awkward.
You
It was super
fucking
awkward.
go. Story time now.
It was super awkward.
Oh my
So
god.
this couple walks in. I remember this very vividly. This couple walks in, and as soon as they walk in, I already know like what the fuck is about to happen. Like who in their right mind is going around? This is a couple, right? Super neat, super tidy. They have the arm around each other. It's so pretty. But they're walking into a bar that's full of old guys in a beach.
Yes.
That's the first red flag. Like you simply don't enter a bar when it's full. You go to a different one to enjoy a nice, peaceful, romantic bar experience.
Sure.
So they walk in, and it's all the usual. The guy asks for a beer. The woman asks for I'm pretty sure it was Coke. I give them both the order. I wait a little bit. There's no one ordering anything. But then I don't remember if it was a group of three. It was a group of three approached the bar, and I started hearing like someone shouting, but I'm not paying attention because I'm trying to take care of these three people approaching the bar. So I take care of the orders. I continue to hear shouting. My manager, I'll call him my friend, goes up there and asks if everything is all right, and the girl storms off and just shouts so loudly, like there's music blaring, there's people talking, and you could distinctly hear the woman saying, "I'm fucking done with you. We're getting a divorce."
Oh
And
my
it was
gosh.
super awkward. Everyone shut the fuck up, and the music kept going, and everyone was just stunned for a little bit. I think that was the most dramatic story. Kind of a long one.
Wow. 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 Okay. Taka asks, the question master asks, if you had to repeat one day you have lived for the rest of your life, which day would you choose?
Which day would I choose? Like keep repeating, like with no end.
Yeah, Groundhog Day.
Ugh. When I was a young child and nothing mattered, like any day of those. Like when I was 6 years old, going into first grade, not knowing what the hell I was doing. That was the best years of my life. Actually, this one is actually going to be like if my Christmas ends like I want it to, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a great year
Okay, fair enough.
for me.
Taka asks, luckiest and unluckiest moment you've experienced in poker and favorite moments you've experienced while playing it.
I'm gonna say both unluckiest and favorite moment I've been playing it was playing with Swift and Taka and
Oh my
Nathan.
gosh, y'all need to
Because
bring that
Swift
back.
does not play. Swift doesn't play the game. Swift does not play the game. She just throws cards and just bets. She bets all the time.
If
And
y'all
it's
need to bring the
kind of
freaking
mind-boggling
y'all
that
need to
she
bring the
almost
NHC
always.
freaking poker days back. Y'all need to bring up poker days and
Nathan does not want to like
freaking
come out.
Nathan. Nathan doesn't come out of his hidey hole. Yeah, I actually DM'd him from interview and he didn't respond to me, so he's in his hidey hole. I don't know. Good one, good one.
For another 6 months.
Taka asks, if you had to choose a specific alcohol drink to drink for the rest of your life each time you wanted to drink alcohol, which one would you choose and why?
So, like previously, before being a bartender, I had this great idea. I was like, beer is the best alcoholic drink. But no, you get kind of a fine taste, and being a bartender really teaches you that beer is almost always the one you sell the most and the one you're gonna be fucking around with the most. So when something goes wrong, it just gets annoying, and I hate beer. I don't want to drink beer anymore, so I'm gonna say gin.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Who is next? Oh, we have Sayori says, teach NHC a Portuguese expression or phrase.
I mean, it's not gonna make any sense
Do it.
to people that don't speak it. But I'm gonna say this is a really common one for when you're like trying to get a group moving. It is metam-se no caralho antes que o caralho se meta em vocês. Which
Ooh.
basically means uh, it's basically go. How do I explain this? Because
Seriously, I'm not translating that. Oh my god.
so I'm trying to say this because this is going to YouTube, but so it's basically you're telling people to start fucking moving before they get fucked.
Hot.
It's a
That's
play
hot.
on words. It doesn't make that much sense in English, but
That's hot.
it's a really common phrase that people use when they're trying to get like someone moving. Like, oh yeah, get the fuck moving before you get fucked.
Jesus. I like it. I want to get fucked. Siri says, favorite place to visit in Portugal.
Favorite place? Nazaré.
Mesere. Okay, good to know. I'll write that down.
Nazaré. It's a coast either Nazaré or Costa de Caparica, but I don't recommend Costa de Caparica because it's already full of because it's already full of tourists. So if you want like a more actually Nazaré is also full of tourists, but that's mostly surfers,
Okay.
and they're usually pretty chill.
You Swift asked her first question. What's a brew you never attempted to make ever?
What?
What is a brew? I guess like
A brew.
yeah, you never attempted to
You
make
never
ever.
attempted to make ever. That's a really specific thing. Because a brew implies that I'm fermenting something to try and distill alcohol out of it. But I never did distilling. I never distilled my own liquor. But I did make what they call gingier, which is a kind of the more technical term is tincture,
Okay.
where you put something to marinate, you let it like soak up the alcohol, which is illegal. It's basically you're making moonshine, which is illegal in Portugal, but
Work.
I don't care. And it's really tasty. So
Okay.
so you just mix sugar and berries and alcohol, like moonshine, 90% alcohol, and you let it sit for like 2 months, and then you water it down to bring the percentage of alcohol more closely to like 40%, and then you drink it.
I love it. I love to see it.
But a brew I never want to make is I never attempted to make a brew. I think I don't want to attempt to make a lemon brew, limoncello basically,
Okay.
because that shit is complicated and it implies using a lot of lemon. And I like using lemons to cook instead of drinks.
All right. Oh my gosh, you are so popular. We have a bunch of questions happening.
Oh
So
god
Sari
damn.
says biggest pet peeve when bartending.
Pet peeve. When people wave money at me, shut the fuck up. Put it in your wallet.
Good one. Good one.
Damn it.
If you had to, Taka asks, if you had to actually live in one of the CV role plays, which CV would you choose to live in and why? Ooh, which one?
They're all fucked.
Yeah, they're all fucked.
God.
I don't. Oh,
Truth or tale, actually.
Truth or Tale
Truth
probably
or
would be the
tale.
easiest one. Yeah, that would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
If if
That,
if
that would be kind of
if you
fun.
didn't know the ending
Searching
was
for the laugh
happening,
man.
it would be kind of fun.
It
It would be
would be
kind of.
kind of fun. Julius. I'll never forget that character.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking audio engineer making calls.
So good. Um, Siri asks, aside from poker, what's a good game to play with friends?
A good Monopoly? No, actually, by the end of Monopoly, you won't have friends. So I'll say Mikado.
Okay, all right. The gorgeous and sexy fire demon asks, which one of your RP characters would you like to hang out with the most, and which one would you like to hang out the least with the least?
Julius is the most because he's just a chill dude from Angola, and I kind of vibe with him. The least, fucking Paul. Do
Paul's
not make me hang out
Paul's
with Paul
Paul's wild.
or the gardener or the gardener. The both the
Oh my
despicable
god, the
people.
gardener is so he's so wild. So wild. Okay. Sayori asks, anime that might not be your favorite, but it's a close second.
Anime might not be my favorite, but it's a close. Like, I'll say, like, again, this is really biased. No, not biased. Uh, I mean, I really like Food Wars. Yes, you can say whatever you want. I like the cooking. Do not at me. Do not at me.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Swift asks, controversial thought you stand by in relation to bartending.
In relation to bartending.
Hmm.
That's a great question. Thank you. Uh, so there's this thing where bartenders usually hate glass shaker,
Okay.
and I really love glass shakers because I'm a terrible, terrible feeler. I cannot feel the cold in my hands. So when I'm shaking, the first thing they tell you when you're shaking is when you're shaking it with ice, you're supposed to feel the coldness of the ice, and that tells you when the drink is done mixing, because that tells you, oh, the drink is probably chilled, it's probably watered down.
Mm-hmm.
and it's good to drink. It's nicely distilled. It's nicely watered down. I mean, but I really don't have time for that, so I use a glass shaker, which does not transmit like coldness to the hand, but it provides visual feedback, and that's much greater than any touch or feel. Yes, you can say I'm a poorly trained bartender, but I don't care. I like the visual.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see what the next question is when I get back to the channel. Yes. Um, do you? Ooh, nope, 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 nope. Oh yes. Taka says, "What's a phrase you hear the most when you're doing your job? What's the most unusual thing someone ordered?" Those are two separate questions, Taka. But all right, I'll let you have them.
That's two questions.
Freaking
Like,
Taka.
God, that's a lot of questions. Um, so what was the first question?
What phrase do you hear the most when you're doing your job?
Probably greetings. Like
Okay.
they're
And then
they're always greeting you.
what's the most unusual thing someone's ordered?
Unusual was in aviation.
What's that?
An aviation is a drink that calls for a specific liquor that I did not have. I had to make the second version, the aviation number two,
Okay. All right.
which is a lot more inferior to the original version. It calls for a liqueur called crème de violet, which is a liquor distilled from the violet flower. It's
Ooh.
a very pretty drink, but I did not have that at the bar, so I'll call that the most unusual.
Okay. Um, Swift asks, "Do you believe in luck? Does luck contribute to your success when it comes to everyday challenges besides card games?"
I consider myself to be extremely unlucky. Actually, a good friend of mine said that he robs people of luck, and I spent 12 years with him. So that's basically where it all began. So he said that I'm so unlucky that if I had a pill that can make me live forever, I would choke on it.
That's kind of funny, actually. Fire Demon asks the real question: Have you ever hooked up with a patron from the bar? If so, tell us a story.
No, I did not.
Really? I thought all bartenders did it.
I did not.
You might be the only
Because
bartender in the world who's never hooked up with someone.
look. I'm not one for one night stands. I
You said it'd be
do.
one night. It could be a many night stands.
It could be a relationship, but
Ugh, who would want
my
that?
my last relationship ended with me in court, so I don't want to.
Fair enough. Yes. Ask Taka offline about that story. Um, if
Um,
you if you Taka asks, why I said Taka, Nick. If you lived in D&D, how would your character sheet be? And do you think you would survive in a
in
campaign?
D&D, where's that question?
It's so far up. Yes, if it's Taka.
Uh,
If you lived in Dungeons and Dragons,
if you live
how
in
would your
D&D, how would your
yes,
character sheet be?
yes.
Yeah, now I gotta remember D&D. Let me look it up. Wait a minute.
So like character sheet, like would you have high charisma stats? Would you have like
Yes, character sheet. I'm not particularly charismatic, actually.
I would differ from that, but okay.
Let me check this. Okay.
Would you have a high
So,
strength check?
not that strong either. So, I'm basically taking the four dice rule, and I'm getting threes and all.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I think I would have slightly better dexterity
Okay.
and constitution.
Um, let me
And wisdom,
see.
actually, wisdom, yes.
Okay, wisdom it is.
Because I do know a lot of weird stuff
Okay.
in character and animal facts. So,
Um, Swift asks, in relation to Fire's first question, what RP character of yours do you think you can win a duel against if push comes to shove?
if push comes to shove, I could win a duel against against who was the first? Yeah, no, it was a oh fuck. I have a character for this is really obscure stuff, but I had a character for Edge of the Woods.
Oh,
I
okay.
was a basically a 50-year-old with nothing to do for his life, so I probably could beat him in a fight.
Fair enough. Um,
I don't
Taka,
even remember his name for you.
Taka asks, if you could be the owner of your bar, how would it look like? What would it be its name? Do you think you could handle being the owner of a bar?
I'm
Taka,
taking
Taka, I'm just trying to answer
I'm
one
going
question
to
at a time.
university for that.
Anyway, yeah, okay. All right.
I'm going to university to be in the future to be the owner of my own bar. I would call it definitely Grand Blue in order in order or in honor. Goddamn, in honor about the ocean and my favorite anime of all time. I watched it 36 times.
Fair enough. What?
And it would be a classic bar because I really like classic bars. I don't really go for themed.
Cool. Um, Swift asks, what's a misconception about Portugal that you wish people would stop believing in?
I don't think there's a lot of misconceptions because people don't think enough about Portugal. But I mean, biggest misconception is people think we're Spanish. I'm not kidding.
That no, I know because I have thought that before.
People genuinely think Portugal is Spanish.
I, oh boy, I feel very called out here. Yeah, I know. I used to know so little about Portugal that I was just like, why isn't it just a part of like
It's
Mexico?
okay. Actually, we had two wars about that.
Wowzers. Anyway, Taka asked, what tips would you give people who want to be a bartender? Do you think it's a great job or not?
No, 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 no. If you want to be a bartender, like be a bartender for like 5 years
And get
tops,
out. Okay.
and get out. Like make your money because the pay is good. Make your money, but the amount of hours you do is disgusting, and social interaction like gets pushed to its limits. Like you might be thinking, "Oh, I'm good at social communicator." When you're having to deal with someone that's not reasonable, like drunk people usually are,
Mm-hmm.
unreasonable people are worse than people.
Yes, that is true.
I'll say that.
That's
I'll
true.
just say that.
So we already answered Swift's question about opening up your own bar. So we'll go to Sayori's question of favorite food to share and favorite food to eat alone.
Favorite food to share. Where is that? Oh, favorite food to share. I really like sharing, like, because we don't have Korean barbecue, but we have like, I think you guys call them shawarma,
Shawarma,
like
yeah.
shawarma. We call it kebab.
Yeah, we call it kebab too here. Yeah.
Yeah, kebab. Okay, I
Okay.
really like going to eat at the kebab with friends.
Nice.
But the best food to eat alone is basically any kind of pasta dish.
Okay. Okay. Sayori asked something about university you love and something you hate.
Really love the community. Like Portuguese university, like it's a lifestyle. It's honestly a lifestyle because we basically prank each other for a living. That I'm not kidding. You can search that up.
God, men are weird.
And our uniform, our university uniform. This is a good trivia for you. The Hogwarts uniform was actually based on our university uniform.
Really? Really, really,
Yes,
really. Interesting. Okay.
but I really do hate that on your second year, you actually have to take care of the first years like they're they're your babies. I'm not kidding. Go with them to everywhere. Go them to their house. Walk them to their house. Accompany them throughout school day. You really are not allowed to like let go of them.
Very weird. Very, very weird.
And it's suffocating.
In a second, Nick, I'm going to have you read your own questions because I have to. I have a delivery coming,
Okay,
but not yet. Um, it
go
is
go.
Taka's who says, "What food and drinks from your country would you recommend for someone wanting to eat food and drinks from there?"
Eat bacalhau, salted
Bacalhau.
codfish.
Ooh, yum! I've had that before. It's so good. Some good.
Salted codfish.
Mm, that's some good poor people food.
Uh, it's poor. Actually, no, it's not poor people
Cod is
food.
poor people food. Cod.
It's so fucking expensive. You pay like 12 euros for a kilo of bacalhau. It's so expensive. But what is it? You recommend some
So wait.
food
So your
drinks?
next. Wait. Your first. Yeah, food drinks are there. Okay, that was it. That was it. That was the question. Good job.
That was it. That was it. Yeah.
Swift asks your favorite card to draw out of Cards of Humanity or poker.
I cannot remember any card. So a good card to draw in poker is always one king or one queen. I really like drawing kings or queens.
Okay. Um, I want you to answer this question for a long time because I'm gonna run and grab my delivery really quick. But Taka asks if you could make a fictional drink from any anime or game you've watched, what drink or food would you make and why? And your answer is gonna take about 3 minutes. Good job. Go.
Fictional drink. That's a good one because there's a whole anime that's called Bartender, and I watched it like twice. It's a really good one, really good watch, but it's kind of mundane by the end. But they show a lot of drinks, usually classical drinks, and one of them it's called the Grasshopper, which is a real drink. It exists, but the version that they make in the anime is actually very interesting because it uses a different type of chartreuse, which is a liqueur made by monks in the middle of France. Yes, that's a real thing. You can search it up. And chartreuse is there's a game among bartenders called Chartreuse Face in the middle of France. It's made by monks. Chartreuse, green chartreuse is made by monks in the middle of France,
Been listening this whole time. Yep.
and they sell it.
Yep.
And there's a game among bartenders because chartreuse is really bitter, like excruciatingly bitter. So there's a game that we like to call Chartreuse Face, where you take a shot of chartreuse and try to hold it in your mouth for as long as you can. And I really hate it. I did it once. And chartreuse is actually very expensive, so be careful with that. I think it was like 36 euros one bottle, and trying to supply that for a whole bar, fuck me.
I'd like to. Wait, what?
Chartreuse.
So Swift asks, is there any job you have tried to partake in besides bartending?
I tried to be a trainee mechanic for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. I didn't really dislike being a mechanic. I really liked being a bartender, so I just stuck with the bartender.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Swift asked, what drink is a good recommendation to make for anyone starting out in bartending and mixology in general?
Make a Ramos Gin Fizz. That's the most technical thing I can give you to really, really make you remember the basics. You just go back, either make a martini,
Mm-hmm.
vodka martini. Gin martini kind of tastes like vomit. but a vodka martini and make a Ramos Gin Fizz. Because the Ramos Gin Fizz is probably the most complicated drink you can make.
Sounds like you're saying jizz, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, what is where are we at? Oh, Siri asked if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
Portugal.
Wow, like where you live. Good to know. Swift asked what beverage is vastly overrated in the world of mixology, and what beverage deserves more attention.
Deserves more attention. Beverage or cocktail?
She said
I
beverage.
think yeah, beverage. Yeah, cocktail is a beverage. Um, and vastly overrated. Manhattans. Manhattans are super easy to make,
How dare you?
and they taste like a less refined old fashioned. So fuck that. And what beverage deserves to be given more attention? There's one that I learned on YouTube that is really good. They're also, it actually uses chartreuse. That's a really good callback. Called the Blazing Saddles. It was made by a bartender in, I think it was Texas,
How dare?
and he made it in honor of a Western film called The Blazing Saddles. And it's actually really good.
Okay. What do we have? Taka asks if you were president of your own country, what changes would you make? Would you make a good or bad president, if in your own opinion?
Firstly, drop the tax on petroleum because I've been paying €2 and 20 cents for 1 liter of gasoline, and please, I just want to drop the tax on it. But being the president of my own, I mean, I really like my president. My president is really good at his job.
Okay. Let me see. We have what Otak asked, what alcohol drink do you think is the most overrated? Oh, I think you already said that.
Yes, yes.
Swift asks, what would be your slogan if you ever managed to usurp, become NHG mayor for life?
What?
Choose your words carefully.
Related to tacos, what would be your slogan if you ever managed to become a
Almost Swift thinks I'm mayor,
slogan?
not supreme ruler.
And shut it and shove it.
I like that. The big picture of a fist going inside of someone. Who is that? Siori asked, in the mood of Spooktober, what scary movie, what's a scary story you've lived? That's what it is.
Scary story? I mean, going to court because of my ex-girlfriend was scary.
Oh my god. That was such a saga. That was such a saga.
That was such a scary story. Long story short, I'm gonna tell you this.
Oh my
why
god.
not?
Okay.
I told you about this.
I know exactly what this is, but go ahead.
Yeah. So, my ex-girlfriend and I were like dating for like 3 weeks. And the first time we decided to sleep together was the night she decided she doesn't like me anymore. And she accused me of sexual assault. And I had to go to court and try to explain myself that I did absolutely nothing. And she ended up admitting it, thankfully, and dropped the charges. That was pretty scary. That was a whole week.
That girl, just say you don't like them. Just say you don't want to be with them anymore. That's easy.
Yeah. You don't need to. Goddamn.
Goodness.
That was so. Just thinking about it gets my blood pumping.
So Taka asks, talking about Spooktober, if for some reason for Halloween you could change into anything for that day only, what would you change to, and why?
A big ass spoiler, because fuck people with arachnophobia.
Oh god, I hate it. Stay away from me. Swift asked, do you have an absurd fear of something? Tell us about it. if you do?
I don't have an absurd fear, but I really do not like being in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way.
Please do not put me in a boat.
Yeah, that's a big one for people. Um, what is the biggest life tip from this is from Taka? What's the biggest life tip that changed your life, and how did you get that life tip?
The biggest life tip is no regrets. Like actually, like people use always say like no regrets when talking about something, but actually no regrets because you can do nothing and nothing can be done about things that happened in the past. So you might as well shut the fuck up and live your life.
Work. Taka asks if you could say one sentence for everyone in the world to hear, what would you say and why? I guess that would be that. Same thing, maybe? No?
Shut it and show it.
Love it. Love it. Taka asks if you created your own drink, what would it be made of and what would be its name?
I really did create a lot of my own drinks. But there's one I really like called The Mistake. I called it The Mistake because it was a mistake. I was trying to make a gin martini
Caffeinated.
and I used the wrong kind of vermouth. I used sweet vermouth and it kind of turned out okay. Now, is there a drink that uses that? I don't know. Do I care? No.
Swift, I mean, Sayori asked, how many Negroni Blagato, is that Blag,
With
yeah,
Prosecco in it.
yeah, with Prosecco in it has been ordered so far? And you take
Negroni
accountability.
Sbagliato with Prosecco in it. Have you heard it so far? It's- That's a really specific order. But a Negroni,
I know a
people
Negroni.
usually ask for Negroni. A Negroni is a cocktail. It was a twist on the America. I think most people know this because it can there's the if you have you watched the movie Uncharted
Oh no, I haven't
with
seen the movie.
the Tom Holland?
Not
I
seen the
think he
movie, so.
explains this story.
Oh.
The where the Negroni is a variation on a popular drink that a nobleman used to drink, and his last name was Negroni. He
That tracks.
he used to drink an Americano, which is Campari whiskey, and it was not whiskey. It's Campari vermouth and gin. No, what was it? It's gin. Yeah, Americano. No, Negroni is Campari vermouth and gin, and Americano is Campari vermouth and whiskey. So he switched it. But the Negroni is made out with Prosecco in it. I've never seen that.
Hmm. Okay.
Prosecco I've seen.
Okay. Swift asks, what's a place in Portugal that you wish for others to see for whatever reason you have for it? What's a
I
place you wish
believe
people would see?
college.
Okay.
Colors, colors the thing. I'll type it out in chat.
Okay.
It's where I went to school, so it's really dear to my heart. But it's a beautiful city. And it got a lot of history. It has the first thermotherapy
Ooh.
hospital in the world, like built by the Queen. That's why it's called Colors da Rainha. Rainha means queen.
Oh.
Uh,
Right.
it was ordered by the Queen to be made a hospital there because she saw a couple of workers chilling in the thermal bath fish. God, my English. In the thermal bath. They were just chilling there, and they said they seemed to be getting better all of a sudden. And she had a really bad illness, so she stayed there for like a week, and she got better. So she demanded that a hospital should be made there.
Oh, okay. Go Queen. I'm sure she was great for all other things too. Not problematic at all.
But it's also called the City of Jazz
Oh,
in
fun.
Portugal.
Taka asks, "What's an expensive thing that you didn't doesn't deserve its price tag, and a cheap thing you think it's underpriced?"
So, a very expensive thing, in my opinion, is fucking bar equipment. if I have to pay $60 for a Boston Shaker, which is basically two metal cups that interlock each other, $60, 60 euros out of my paycheck for a shaker, that's overpriced. Now, underpriced is probably I don't like to call things underpriced because I wouldn't pay more for them. So I'll say, I don't know. I really like this local gin, which is sold very cheaply. I think it shouldn't. So go Shahish.
Go that. All right. Do we have Taka's final question? Final question. Here we go. How do you think a New Hell City bar would be like? And if it had a New Hell City drink, how would it look and taste?
So I the perfect New Hell City drink is the Devil Nutsack.
Love it.
I wouldn't say you would love it,
I mean, I've had my dad's
but
nutsack in my mouth, so that did make sense.
okay.
Your
But there's
response,
a comment
your
in that.
response to that. That's for by the way. That's how everyone should always respond to me all the time. Just ugh, okay.
But
Continue.
what it would look like in flames, actively burning,
Yeah, you have
an
to like light it
actively
on fire.
burning building, with me sitting behind the bar, just like that dog. Everything is fine. Just come sit down. Ignore the scorching heat, and come drink the devil's nuts.
Mm, perfect. Perfect. All right. Now we get to your final portion of the interview. You know what it is? It's the rapid fire. Are you ready for this? Are you ready to
The
do it?
rapid
Do you think you can
fire.
do it? Do you think you can do it? You think you got it? You think you can got it? Here we
I
go.
already did this. I was basically born for this.
Yeah, there's new questions. Here we go. What are you
Fuck.
terrible at?
Uh, the talking.
What are you amazing at?
Uh, making drinks.
What's your favorite thing to do?
Make drinks.
What's your least favorite thing to do?
Uh, tolerate drunk people.
Do I look pretty today?
Of course.
Name something you would set on fire.
Uh, New Hell City Bar.
You have to pack your stuff up today and go live with one Hellion. Who is it?
Sorry, come take me.
You have to switch lives and bodies with one Hellion for a day. Who is it?
You. I would like to be a bad bitch for a day.
It is pretty fun being me. Which Hellions are you taking on your zombie apocalypse team? You have no limit.
My
You take,
zombie apocalypse team.
yep.
I'm taking Ara. I'm taking um I'm taking Nathan. I'm taking
Mm,
I'm taking you.
yep, that makes sense.
Uh, taking Saori. I'm taking Swift and Jesse.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Nice. That's a good team. I can sleep with people for bartering systems. It's great. Um,
That's why I picked.
that's right. What is your favorite word?
Caralho.
What is your least favorite word?
Tetrapimba.
I'm not even gonna ask. Why are video games so hard?
Because I'm really bad at.
Why is anime so confusing?
Because I'm smooth brain. I don't understand.
What is something everyone should be watching, playing, or reading, or consuming of any kind?
Watch Grand Blue. Watch Grand Blue. This is not a subliminal message. Watch Grand Blue.
There we go. What noise or sound do you love?
The sound of music that's way too loud and I just can't hear anything. And I love that sensation of not feeling it.
What noise or sound do you hate?
My ex-girlfriend.
Okay. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Woodworking.
What profession would you not like to attempt?
Porn actor.
What? It's not that bad. And when you get it is bad. When finally when you get to hell, what would you like Satan to say to you when you arrive at the fiery gates?
I mean, I've been waiting for it, so I just want him to say like, "Welcome, finally." I've been waiting.
It sounds very porny.
It's
Just saying.
it's like you took way too long.
It's very very porn setup. Wow, we're at 2 hours. Nick, good job. You did it. You did it,
Do
Nick.
it.
Yeah, 2 hour interview. Because these hosts kept asking questions. There it is. Congratulations. Well, I hope you win a heli this year. Maybe.
I won't. So you know that.
I won't, and you know that. Are you gonna be at the helis this year? Do you know?
I'm always at the hell.
Perfect. Well, we're excited.
It's Christmas Day, like.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you for doing the interview. You're amazing, and everyone loves you.
Like you wouldn't stop bothering me to do my second
Yeah, that's
interview.
true. I've been in your DMs constantly, constantly. Nick, we're gonna get in the next
But
interview.
you know, the first one is kind of ruined by Taka.
Yeah, well, Tucker ruins
He
everything.
can't interrupt me.
Tucker ruins everything. You know that.
You can't interrupt me.
Okay. Great. Good job. You're doing great. You're amazing. Do you feel amazing? Do you look amazing?
I feel okay.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Good. And congratulations on just being the best that ever was, like no one ever was. Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun.
mean,
Pretty
don't
good.
call myself. I call myself second best. Second best.
Of course.
You're
Well,
you're the best.
though, you know what? You know what? That is true. You know what? When you're right, you're right. Sometimes you're just right. Vote for Nick. Encourage
Don't
encourage
vote for actual people that actually interact with others.
encourage Nick to try to make another RP.
It's, you know, I really wanted my RP to like
It
do
was such a good
something.
concept. You just gotta keep it up. See, that's the thing about RPs. You have to be anyway. We won't get into it, but anyway.
I have to be consistent, but I also need people to play.
You got to be self-sufficient. It's hard. Anyway, congratulations and good job.
Actually, I'm salty about one thing.
Okay.
I'll say this before the interview ends.
Mm-hmm.
I did not, and I'm not gonna nominate myself for it, but best New Hell City event for today's Animal Facts.
Oh yeah.
Because I did them for a whole month straight.
Wow.
God damn.
Much deserved. I'm salty that
I tried.
I'm salty that y'all have never nominated, that you've never nominated and kept up with NHC Poker Nights. So, how about that?
Yeah, that's actually a good thing. Taka, do it. Nominate it.
Well, you guys have to do it. You guys didn't do it at all this year. Did you?
We did it once with Nathan.
No, fair enough. All right. Well,
No. We actually didn't do it with Nathan because Nathan was not here. We did it. Oh no. Were you there?
seriously, I'm there and I'm new. Oh yeah. Well.
Oh. Was it? Let's say.
All right. This is not interesting to our listeners. We're gonna end this here.
Yeah. This is not interesting.
Congratulations for being you, and goodbye. Tell the kids goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's so awkward.